Everybody's heard the popular saying, a little birdie told me, but in today's day and age, it has a whole new meaning. The little blue bird on Twitter is not so anonymous and has played an enormous role when it comes to spreading the word for celebrities, brands, and now politicians. Obama started the trend during the 2008 US elections, and now our very own Desi Netas have been bitten by the Twitter bug. But how many of them are actually savvy with the medium and really understand how to leverage this to the maximum? Tara Kapoor brings you those answers.
Obama might have been the pioneer when it came to politicians using the 140 characters effectively to connect with the masses.
Thank you, everybody. I don't know about you, but I'm fired up.
And now our very own netas are trying hard to keep up. With the likes of Narendra Modi, Sushma Swaraj, Omar Abdullah, Varun Gandhi and more recently, the Prime Minister's office, all flocking to Twitter and getting this little blue bird to spread their words.
When I want to test an idea or test a thought, when I put it out there in cyberspace, I get a lot more responses, good, bad, ugly, angry, supportive. I get a lot more responses very quickly and very directly from the net, rather than if I was issuing a press release to a conventional newspaper or television and so on.
Why do you want to pay a television channel and buy advertising on it when you can reach your constituency far more credibly for free and have people retweet your message because they like you? Right? This is the time and this is the opportunity for you to do it. You can reach much greater number of people at much lower cost.
No doubt for Indian politicians, the social media journey has just begun.
It's a very fine line, and when you have freedom of speech as such a pillar in our constitution, I think you should just let it be.
And it will be a while before they can match the prowess set by their Western counterparts. There are, however, a few standouts. Shashi Tharoor leads the pack with the maximum number of followers and makes an effort to be as responsive as possible. However, despite his influence among the Twitterati, his is the prime example of how Twitter is a double-edged sword. The likes of Narendra Modi and Sushma Swaraj play it safe on Twitter and stick to only posting political updates and keep their personal opinions at bay. They both tweet regularly, have a decent fan following, but according to social media experts, come across as a little boring and don't use the medium as a tool to connect. Omar Abdullah and Subramaniam Swamy, on the other hand, seem to have found some sort of balance between their personal and political selves. They tweet on a regular basis, respond to many of their followers, and talk beyond politics.
I am working with thousands of the leaders. They have to open themselves to the people so that people can criticize them and criticize or appreciate them. Right now, I think they are not so much open.
One of the most interesting standouts in terms of the political Twitterati is Omar Abdullah. Words like dude, emoticons, and even one-liners from Dilbert frequent his timeline, definitely making his Twitter account an entertaining one. No follower, however inconsequential, is too small to elicit a reply from this chief minister. But experts feel that Omar Abdullah needs to take his account to the next level, analyze his fan base, and utilize it to transform his followers into votes.
Omar has a great Twitter presence. He's able to say the right things. He connects often enough to make an impact. And I think he's also, in a sense, the right age profile. So for many reasons, I would say Omar, because he's chatty, witty, and young in his language, makes a great Twitter personality from among politicians.
Standout number 2 is none other than Narendra Modi. In the summer of 2009, Modi took to tweeting as a means to reach out to his well-wishers. His list of followers is more than impressive when compared to fellow politicians in India. He has shown how he is miles ahead of his contemporaries, both in social media and how to adapt to it. He has his own website, blog, Twitter handle, Facebook page, you name it, he's on it. After struggling with a very negative portrayal, Modi is attempting to use social media to transform his image and become more approachable to the public.
So when you go to reputation management, one of the things that you can do is reach out to newer audiences. People who don't already have an opinion about you one way or the other. And perhaps social media has a role to play out there. It's not exclusively limited to social media. You need to do it across channels, across mediums. But it is one of the places where you can reach out to a younger audience, people who've grown up in the last 10 years, people who perhaps don't remember Godhra and the riots out there and the aftermath of the riots.
Twitter and social media today may not be the game changers for India's political ecosystem and may have negligible impact on the general elections in 2014. A reason many of the so-called young guns of Indian politics, such as Rahul Gandhi, Sachin Pilot and Priyanka Gandhi, have consciously decided to remain MIA on Twitter. But this absence may potentially amplify into a huge mistake, especially when campaigning. India's internet penetration may have stood at a mere 6.9% in 2010, but between the year 2000 and 2010, India posted a phenomenal user growth of 1,520%. Not only that, the country has had over 45 million active internet users who spend almost half their time on the internet on social networking sites. As a result, sites like Facebook and Twitter are no more platforms that politicians can afford to ignore.
If Rahul Gandhi is the voice of youth in India, where the hell is he on Facebook and Twitter? He's not there. What the hell is he doing in Amethi? The elections of the past were won in Amethi. The elections of the future will be won on Facebook and Twitter. And dear Congress, come on. This is where you need to be. It's an enormous mistake. I mean, the simple thing is that probably somebody in the Congress party does not understand the power of technology.
The elections 2014 are going to be a watershed elections in terms of the use of of new age media. So I think I'm personally surprised that our younger, savvier politicians are missing. And I don't want to take names, but I think many of them need very urgent lessons in understanding where the shifts are going to take place. I think that many of them are still stuck in this urban-rural divide concept, but I think that divide is going to vanish, because don't forget that by the elections 2014, you're going to have more than 40% of your electorate actually in urban or semi-urban areas.
A quick look at how the rest of Asia uses social media validates this fact. Digest this. During the 2010 Philippines elections, Philippine President Benigno Aquino III ensured social networking sites like Facebook and Twitter were a crucial part of his campaign strategy, which subsequently led him to victory. Another case in point being Thailand. Twitter became the most important source of information for journalists and citizens during the Red Shirts agitation. Although there's still a wide range of differing opinions about the right use of social media and its impact on politics, one thing is clear: why is no longer the question. It's just how. Right now, the likes of Omar Abdullah and Narendra Modi have definitely got the edge in terms of developing their image and engaging with India's youth online. But it's not about how long you've been on the medium, it's about how well you engage with your followers. And if India's politicians want to emulate Obama's success on Twitter, then much more strategy and seriousness needs to be given to the 140 characters they post online.